Hello everyone, welcome to Imprint IS, and I'm Varun Khalar, and we'll be continuing with our series on geography, UPSC mains answers from GS paper 1, right? So the question is on IRNSS system, and there was a question in prelims as well. Basically the question came from the prelim question, and this actually a question on IRNSS also came in 2015, right? And you can try that question as well while you try to write this question. So what's the idea behind the IRNSS? So it provides India with a assured navigation service, right? And for civilian as well as military applications. So the first question you should ask yourself is, why is it needed? Though it's not asking the question, so but still I'll mention it. So what happened was the fact that in the Kargil war, right, India had requested USA for location of intruders. And what happened was that the USA declined and they didn't help. And this led to a lot of deaths. And, a lot of Indian soldiers died just because of the fact the USA didn't give us. So remember that USA is not an ally ever, right? If you look at it, their behavior with us. The other reason would be that, so today, we use Google Maps for everything. We use Google Maps for location of some service. We look for Google Map of directions to some place we want to go. We look, we use Swiggy, we use Uber, we use various apps just for, to locate when the, car is coming to us, when the food is reaching us, etc. Right? So, that was the basic reason behind it. So if, let's say, for example, Google one day decides that they don't want to give us access to their GPS technology, right, which is basically a US based technology, so what would we do? So that is the reason why we thought that we need our own independent system, that is NAVIC, the Swadeshi navigation system as we call it. It typically does it 1500 kilometers across India and its neighbors, right? It gives us real-time positioning, it gives us location of areas, right? So in case, let's say, if you want to answer this question, what things you should mention, right? So the first thing I think you should mention is that it has 7 satellites and that there are 3 geostationary and 4 geosynchronous. Now, just for the example, I'll just let you know what's the difference between them. Geostationary basically, are stationary in comparison to geosynchronous, which basically moves with the clock. That is 24 hours, right? So let's say at 1 a.m. the satellite would be at a certain position. Again at 1 a.m. to next day, it will be at the same position. That is geosynchronous. While geostationary is, they're stationary to a certain location, right? They have, totally keep the eyes, let's say, on the, let's say, the border of India, Pakistan. So what altitude they're at? So it's at 36,000 kilometer, and the cost is 1,400 crores. The per satellite cost was 150 crores to us, and the PSLV XL thing which we we used for this launch, right? So that was around 130 crores, right? And we have launched IRNSS 1A to IRNSS 1I, right? So though we required only 7 satellites, we have launched 9 because IRNSS 1A is not working. The clock on that, the atomic clock is not working, right? And we had to replace that. And IRNSS 1H, failed to launch. It heat sealed, and that happened in August last year, right? So that is the reason, because the launches have been going on since 2013, right? So that's the reason that we are having this thing, right? That the question keeps on coming. So it covers up to, as I said, 1500 kilometers and beyond, 3 extremely accurate rubidium clocks in each satellite, right? So we would not read GPS, right, receivers, right? So INS is open to all users, and accuracy is better than 20 meters, right? Okay. Okay. So it is an extended service area, lies between the primary service area. It's a rectangle between 30 degrees south to 50 degrees north, right? What is the location at which the IRNSS is working, and longitude 30 degrees east to 130 degree east. And as I've already told you, it provides 2 pointer services, standard positioning service, which is provided to all users, and restricted service, which is an encrypted service provided to only authorized users. So typically it is for military. Okay, right. So it is supposed to provide better than 20 per meters accuracy, right? Where it will be used? It will be used for terrestrial, aerial, and marine navigation, disaster management in case there are disasters, right? Vehicle tracking and fleet management, integration with mobile phones, precision timings, mapping, and geodetic data capture. So this will help in urban planning, right? Terrestrial navigation aid kits for so it will help in case you get lost while trekking, right? Visual and voice navigation for drivers. So what is the need for IRNSS? Basically self-reliance. Access to foreign government controlled global navigation system is not guaranteed in a hostile situation, as it happened in the Kargil war. And typically we want to be in the navigation and communication industry, and we want to give it in the Indian telecom industry their chance. Right. These satellites are not just land navigation, but also in marine and aerial navigation. And data from these satellites can be used to give in vehicle drivers, visual and voice navigation assistance. Right. Also help in disaster management and proper timekeeping. So it gives you time and location, right? And it's pretty accurate. That's the idea behind it. Okay, so please try this answer and write to us at Imprint IAS, all right?